Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's the boy FearMelly here, back on the live channel, another reaction video. Welcome to my boy Dandy Andy. I fuck with his videos. I found out about him recently. And everybody go subscribe to Dandy Andy. I fuck with him. And we'll back to this video. Every DJ6 activity we know in the craziest theories. Let's get right into it.
So every day that passes, Grand Theft Auto 6 is getting closer. Every day you wake up, every day you breathe, every
Yeah, every day we're getting closer to DJ6 chat. Chat. If y'all don't know already, I've been streaming every single day until GTA 6 comes out. I started this challenge June 2nd. I literally stream every single day. Um, till GTA 6, man. We're at day 135. Everybody go check out this Twitch down in the description below. Appreciate
day you
y'all.
go back to sleep, don't worry, we are getting closer to Grand Theft Auto 6. And that is good news for a lot of us considering everything going on in the world. You know, I keep seeing this running joke on, oh man, I hope I live to see Grand Theft Auto 6. And don't worry, I felt that way about Skyrim back in 2010, and I made it to 2011, believe it or not. So don't worry, you're gonna make it to see Grand Theft
Damn,
Auto
made it
6.
like 5
But
video
today,
already.
since we're all excited about Grand Theft Auto 6, I had a comment saying to cover some of the activities that are gonna be in Grand Theft
We're
Auto
all
6.
excited
So I
about
kind of went
GTA 6.
down the rabbit hole, and I have put together a massive list of activities that are confirmed, speculated, and some wild theories on activities that are going to be in
Yeah,
Grand
but
Theft
it's
Auto
like
6. So we're going to
the
start out with
activity
the
of GTA
confirmed
6 is
activities,
gonna be
loosely
crazy,
confirmed.
man.
Nothing's really confirmed until the
Like, yeah,
game
I
is
think
in our hands. Then we're going to get
I
into
think we
the
all know which
highly
ones are kind of
speculated
confirmed.
activities, and then we are going to get into the
Excuse me,
outlandish
but
stuff, which you
let's see
know
what
I
he
love.
says.
And I'm trying to structure these videos in a way now where I'm very clear on when I'm getting into that kind of stuff. But as always, take everything I say with a grain of salt because, again, we don't have the game in our hands. But let's get
Yeah,
excited. So let's
facts.
start out with these confirmed activities. So these kinds of activities have either been confirmed officially through like trailers, screenshots. So let's start out with some of the obvious ones. We're going to have fishing. And
Yeah,
this has been
fishing.
confirmed in official
This will be
screenshots
fire.
showing
I've never
Jason
been
and Cal
fishing
fishing for the
IRL.
boats. I don't think
Like,
Rockstar is going
like,
to show something like that and then have it not be
like,
a feature, especially after how incredible
yeah,
it was in
I'll
Red
fish
Dead
in
Redemption
GTA 6,
2.
bro. Real shit.
Definitely expect we're going to Vice City, we're going to Florida, Leonida, whatever. There is going to be fishing in this game. So between
I
all
don't
of
think
the
I ever
crazy
fished in like
robberies
any
and all the
video
crazy
game either. I'm
nonsense,
trying to
you
think.
can
Like,
stop,
I
take
think
in the smell of the
probably play
salt
like a
from the
Roblox
ocean and all
game.
of that stuff. Feel the humidity
Yeah, I
on
played
your
a Roblox
skin
game
while
that's
doing some
fishing.
fishing with your buddies. And you know what? It
I
looks
think I
like
ever
we're
played
going to be
like
able to
a
hang out with
console
buddies
game.
too because, you know, Jason and Cal, it'd be cool to call them up instead of, hey, Nico, let's go bowling. It'll be, hey, Jason, let's go fishing.
Yeah,
Moving on, we've
I
got
might be like
jet
a
skiing. So jet skiing.
maybe like a mini game with the fishing. Like I was gonna catch like the biggest
Is
fish or
going
some
to
shit.
be in the game. Now, to what extent, I'm
Jet
not certain. I
skiing.
mean, really, to jet ski,
Jet
all you need to do
jet
is get on one
skiing.
and go jet skiing. And it's going to
Yeah,
be
I
really
mean
cool
that was
getting
gonna
on
be
a
in the
jet
game.
ski and
They
just
might have
playing
like
with
a
kind of
jet
how the
ski
water
only
physics work in the
race.
game. I'm really excited to
Cause
do
right there after the GTA 5, like with those ramps, them little stunt ramps on the
that.
beach at a pier.
Next, we have kayaking, and that has
They
been
probably have something
confirmed
like
in
that
an
too.
official Rockstar screenshot. Over here,
Yeah,
we can
kayak will
see
be
this guy
fire.
kayaking over at Mount Calaga. So,
Kayaking will be fire.
kayak to
Imagine
your
like get
heart's
kayaking
content.
and
It
then
seems
just
like
you
this
have to
game's
fight
going
a
to have
fucking
some slower
alligator,
paced activities, which is
crocodile.
really cool because it'll be a nice contrast from the chaos and violence and all that kind of stuff that we're going to see in story missions and side missions and stuff like that. Very similar to how Red Dead Redemption 2 kind of balanced it. And of course, I mean, if you've played Grand Theft Auto 5, I mean, come on, all of you have, there's going to be scuba
All
diving.
of us
If you
have.
remember back when Grand Theft Auto 5 was coming out,
Yeah,
they were
scuba
talking
diving.
so much about exploring underwater, how cool it's going to be. There's going to be a submarine, and it was cool. They did a lot of cool stuff. You can go underwater and you could look
And
around, and
GTA
that was
6
pretty
is
dang
gonna
new for a Grand
be
Theft Auto game. We hadn't really seen
it's
anything like
gonna
that before. I
be
think in a
top
Rockstar game. Well,
notch
now you're going
level
to have
of
scuba
that.
diving and expect it
And
to
look
be
at bro, this screenshot was my freaking background, my computer wallpaper for a good minute, bro. I
Subnautica
fuck with this
levels of
wallpaper right
beautiful.
here.
There's going to be a lot of underwater exploration in this
This
game,
shit
which
looks
makes
so
sense
fucking
because
beautiful, bro.
we've got the ocean, there's going to be lakes, there's going to be rivers, there's going to be all sorts of stuff. There's going to be a big presence of water in Grand Theft Auto 6. Now let's move on to like fitness and sports kind of stuff. We're going to have bodybuilding and working out. So if you look between a few
Yeah,
of the screenshots, it seems like Jason is either getting
and that kind of
stronger or
confirmed.
skinnier or maybe a little chubbier. So I think
Yeah, in
we
the
are going to
trailer, yeah, we
see
do see the
a weight
screenshots. He's
loss
different,
mechanic and weight gain mechanic like we saw in Red Dead Redemption 2. And now you're
and they
going
got
to
like
be able to lift weights and maybe get
the
stronger.
trailer
So
and
expect
like
it
the
to be kind of
gym,
like San Andreas and really just
the
very
underground
similar to
like
Red Dead Redemption
field
2.
sleeping.
Maybe a
That may
little
be
bit
like activity
expanded
he's
on,
talked about
maybe
here
a
too.
little bit more dumbed down, maybe just the same as it was in Red Dead Redemption 2, but we are going to see some sort of workout mechanic in this game. Next, we're going to have mini golf, which is shown in official official Rockstar screenshots, and that's going to be really
Mini
freaking
golf would
cool.
be
I myself
fire.
have traveled to the coastal areas of Texas, stuff like Corpus
I'm
Christi
mini
and all that
golf.
kind of
I level
stuff, and
four.
they
Mini
have
golf is
mini
fire.
golfing areas out there that are really freaking cool. I don't know what it is about being on the coast and mini golf, but it seems like anytime you're out the coast and there's a tourist
So if
trap
they
and
have
there's a lot
mini
of
golf, they're
tourist
probably
stuff,
gonna
there's
have
mini golf. So
like
of
real
course in
golf
Vice
again
City in
too.
2026 we're gonna have mini golf, and I'm really excited to see the interactions between like Jason and Cal or Lucia and the stuff they say to each other while
Yeah,
playing the
that'd
mini
be
golf
funny.
games. It's gonna be really cool and really fun time to see some character development. But, moving on a little bit from sports, let's talk about like fighting and combat sports. It seems like there's going to be some sort of underground MMA,
Yep.
maybe cage fighting kind of
The
thing.
same
Lucia is
exists.
shown
Just don't
fighting
see
in
it.
an
Yeah.
MMA style ring. We also have that shot of her like jumping off of like a plane onto like the landing gear or some sort of door that's open. And so it seems like Lucia has a lot of experience with MMA, and I'm assuming Jason does too. And like we've seen these pictures of like boxing training, so maybe there's going to be boxing, which is a little bit different than your MMA, which is
Yeah, that's gotta
mixed
be
martial arts.
confirmed,
It's
but
looking
like
like there might
that gotta
even
be
be straight up
confirmed.
boxing, which would be neat and kind of opens up the idea that there might be multiple fighting styles in this game, similar to San Andreas. That is not confirmed. We'll see on the multiple fighting style stuff, but
I
there's
feel like
going
it
to be
has to
some
be
form of
confirmed,
boxing
bro.
MMA in this game. Now let's move on to like gaming and entertainment stuff. There's of course going to be pool like there was in Grand Theft Auto 4, and I am so glad because I loved playing pool with Roman in Grand Theft Auto 4. I love playing pool with Little Jacob in Grand Theft Auto 4. I don't know.
I
There's
ain't playing
just
pool
something about it. Grand
IRL.
Theft Auto 4 feels so cold and everything. And when you go into that little bar and you play pool with them, it just feels so cozy. And I'm excited to do that again. And it's really fun listening to the characters talk smack to each other while they're playing against each other. So that's going to be really fun. There is going to be video games. We see Jason has like a PlayStation 5 or something like that. If you've watched my video
Yeah,
on
I
space
wonder
elements being in Grand Theft Auto 6, you'll
if we're
know
gonna
that
play a
there's
game in the
probably going to
game.
be a Republican Space Rangers game
Man,
or
obviously,
something
yeah,
like
cause
that.
like they
If
got
not,
it
there's
in
going to be
MGT5
some sort
too.
of video games
That
that
was
we can
like
play and
arcade
interact
games
with, which
though.
isn't a big surprise.
That was
Rockstar's
it was
always
never like
had
no
that. If you
TV
remember in
game. I
Grand
think
Theft
like
Auto
that
San
one
Andreas, there was that
TV
little
in
spaceship game you could play as
the
CJ at
penthouse
his
though.
home. There's going to be stuff like that, just more thought out, and maybe some pretty intricate games within a game. We've been seeing more and more of that as time's gone on, like in Fallout 4, how you could find little game holotapes and put them in your Pip-Boy and play it. So expect something pretty cool from the game consoles within Grand Theft Auto 6. I've got a feeling that they're going to go a little extra with the games in Grand Theft Auto 6 that you can play within the game, and why not? Rockstar likes to flex. And of course, there's going to be watching TV, which has
Yeah,
been a
obviously.
feature since Grand Theft Auto 4. Now, in Grand Theft Auto 5, I felt like they might have dumbed it down just a little bit, or maybe just had less channels or just less stuff on. I could be wrong about that, but I do remember in Grand Theft Auto 4 sitting down at Roman's apartment at the very beginning of the game, as soon as Nico gets off the boat, he's tired and he's watching some TV, before he goes and sees Roman for the first time.
Okay, who's in charge now, huh? So suddenly this guy comes out and he attacks me. I grab a beer bottle, break it on the table, stab it in his face. It's bleeding everywhere.
And I loved the TV channels in Grand Theft Auto 4. They were hysterical. Some of the best stuff I've ever seen in a video game for comedy.
Imagine that, okay? Get your mind around that. Flipping shrimp like on a cruise ship forever.
So I'm really excited to see what they do with Grand Theft Auto 6 and to see their commentary on our world these days, because my God, it has been since 2008 now since Grand Theft Auto 4 came out. So man, it's weird. That's not relevant commentary anymore. If anything, Grand Theft Auto 4 is kind of becoming a period piece, kind of like Vice City or something. I don't know. It's weird. Moving on, we're gonna have dancing, which is obvious based off of the trailers and stuff. It seems like we can go dancing with Lucia. You can expect some more like date night kind of activities and stuff, since our protagonists are going to be a couple, and that's going to be really freaking cool. But as you know, they're going all out on outdoor activities this time around, especially coming hot off of Red Dead Redemption 2. They're going to be bringing a lot of that kind of stuff into the game. So you can expect stuff like hunting, and you can expect it to be just as good as it was in Red Dead Redemption 2, and not as lackluster as it was in Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, I do have to give it to them. They did add that feature in Grand Theft Auto 5, and that was impressive, and it was cool. They went really big with Grand Theft Auto 5, but I feel like Red Dead Redemption 2 not only went big, but it had depth to back it up that the hardware at the time of Grand Theft Auto 5's release just couldn't quite cope with. So I'm really
Yeah,
looking
but
forward.
I still talk about this. Like GTA 5 was a PS3 game, bro. And like obviously they updated it when PS4 came out. They updated the game when PS5 came out. But this time GTA 6 is starting on the PS5, bro. Like come on, we already seen like PS5 games like
To
oh,
seeing
look
how they do the
beautiful. Like
hunting in Grand Theft Auto 6, especially with all this modern
play
day tactic
Ghost
cool,
Recon on the PS5. Like
COOL,
I wish
tactical,
I had
with
a
all of that
PS5
kind of
Pro.
equipment
I'm
out
gonna
and
have a
about. I don't know
PS5
if you
Pro
keep up
before
with
GTA
guns or
6.
hunting
Like
and stuff like that,
I
but there's
have
a
to have a
bunch of
PS5
fancy
before
equipment
GTA
that you
6.
can go hunting with. So I'm really curious if they're going to kind of explore that world a little bit, since we're going to be in Florida or Leonida, and really excited to see it. Next, there's going to be dirt bike racing, which is cool. You know, it's nothing we haven't seen before, but it seems like they're really going all out with it. Ever since we've seen the mud physics from Red Dead Redemption 2 and just kind of how it
Yeah,
looks, and I don't know, it's fun to play with the mud in Red Dead Redemption 2 as well as the snow and stuff like that. It seems like we're going to be having some activities in the dirt and mud in
yeah.
Vice City. So like dirt bike racing, ATVs, stuff like that. Seems like it's
And
going to be a
monster
lot of fun. But
trucks.
now let's get into criminal
That would be fire.
activities.
Like,
So
and I
there
get
is
if it
going to
actually
be
goes in
bank
your
robberies,
clothes,
whether
like
it's
affects your
part of
clothes like
just story
heavily, like
missions
that's
or we can
fire.
do it independently of story missions. I don't know, but there are
Matter
going to
like
be
you
bank
get in a
robberies.
car and
So
affects a car
100%
too. Like we seen like affect a
for certain
bike,
you can count on it because it's featured prominently in trailers
so it
as
had to
story
like
missions,
affect
and
like
I
the
think it will
interior
probably
car
remain
too.
in
Like
story
that'd be
missions,
fire.
given
Like
that robbing a bank is a big freaking deal that would change
imagine you gotta go to like a car wash and like actually like not just wash the outside but the inside of your
a
car
lot
too.
of the stuff around the characters narratively. But for more
Maybe they
like
got that like at a mini game, like you wash your own car.
small scale robberies that you
Yeah,
can
it's
do
just
on
all
your own,
speculations,
expect
bro.
store robberies. I mean, we get a little bit here with Jason hitting the cash register and smacking this guy. So I would expect store robberies. You can kind of do this in other
Yeah,
Rockstar games, and
basically,
they had
basically
like little
confirmed, bro.
interesting areas you could discover in Red Dead Redemption 2, and then you could do a full blown scripted robbery, and that was really cool. So there's going to be some sort of robbery system in this game for stores. Now, we don't currently know if it's all the stores or like select stores, kind of like how they did in Red Dead Redemption 2 with their more like scripted stuff. We have yet to see that, but I think it's going to be the most in-depth we've ever seen it. So I would expect something pretty interesting and big, unless they have to cut back for the hardware towards the end on the amount of stuff they have to do, which hopefully they don't have to do. And of course, it's Grand Theft Auto, so there's going to be a return of
Uh,
strip clubs, and they were very front and
yeah,
center
strip
with this
clubs
in the
is
trailers.
yep,
So adult
confirmed.
entertainment venues are
You go to the
confirmed.
shoe
And it's a
store
good
day
thing I'm
one,
not 12 anymore
286.
because
Just
that's
letting
what these
y'all
games
know.
were all about when I was 12. But anyways, it also looks like there's
Just
going
letting
to
y'all
be
know,
boat
boys.
meets, which you can see in the screenshot right here.
Everybody
And I'm
going to
not
the
all
shoe store
sure
day
if
one
this
of
is like
286.
a story event or something like that, where you go to a boat meet or something like that. But we do know there's going to be some sort of marine vehicle gathering. So boom, there you go. There's boats, there's people, they're partying, they're drinking. It's like a Where's Waldo painting. Can you find Jason?
Hey, Andy, what are you doing back here in the studio?
Oh, Uncle Jeff said I could come back.
Jeff
What do you?
said you could come back here.
Oh yeah, man. I thought he would have
All
told
right,
you.
it's just you've been in here a lot, you know, and I gotta stay late for you.
Yeah, I know, man, and I'm real sorry, and I really appreciate it. It's just this is a much cooler venue than
What
the
about
bedroom.
that ad revenue you promised me? When am I getting a cut of that?
Oh, soon, man. I mean, I haven't really made much, but
What
soon.
about that NordVPN thing?
Oh, dude, no one's gonna buy NordVPN on this. If someone wants NordVPN, they know they want NordVPN
So you're
already.
not even gonna try to promote it?
Well, it's not that I'm not gonna try to promote it, but it's like I don't like to bog down each and every video of it. I did do an ad for NordVPN in one of the previous videos,
What
man.
about this one?
No. Well, yeah, I mean, there is a link in the description, and they can go click on it, sign up for NordVPN, and it would help us out
There
a
you
lot.
go, that's better. Start selling.
I hear you. It's kind of weird. It's kind of touchy. I don't really like
Just
doing
make
that.
sure your viewers know that they can click the link in the description and that they can watch movies in other countries.
I love Frank. I do. I love Frank,
Okay.
but I don't. Let's get into some of my favorite stuff. The highly. Anyways, I am so sorry, guys. Let's get back to this video. All right, now let's get into some of my favorite stuff, the highly speculated activities. These are going to be activities that have strong evidence, but a little bit less on the official confirmation front. So let's go ahead and start off with sports, recreation, that kind of thing. Let's talk about golf. So we know that there's going to be like mini golf, but there could also be, beyond mini golf, traditional golf courses, which would be really freaking cool. And honestly, I don't see why not. This map is supposed to be freaking huge, so they're definitely going to have the real estate for it. And while golfing is incredibly boring to watch, it is really fun to play. So I'm very excited to see how they implement golf into Grand Theft Auto 6. Also, I'd keep a lookout for beach football or soccer, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
Just some sort of beach sports. It seems like in this big shot right here with everyone on the
Did we
beach,
see a
there's
guy
gonna be all
throwing a
sorts of little
football?
activities, and it
When
could
did
just
he-
be stuff the
but
NPCs do. But
I think
you
with
know,
like
you
the
might be able to get in
screenshot.
on some sort of beach game, like volleyball, for example. You know, show up as shirtless Jason, play some volleyball, get a big old sunburn, you know, the coastal life. But more activities, let's talk about water activities, like swimming competitions. There's enhanced swimming mechanics and stuff like that, so why not? Underwater exploration we've already talked about, but what about underwater explorable areas with treasure and secrets? It is Rockstar Games, they love their secrets, and Red Dead Redemption love their treasure hunts, and I think underwater exploration is a great way to add pirate treasure and funny stuff like that, so who knows? And maybe even some spearfishing. I've seen that speculated, so there could be some
Yeah, I
spearfishing
think
as
that
well.
is.
Next, and this
I bet me I might not chat. But I think we've seen that um I haven't seen the spear gun in like
one
the
is like
leaks.
loosely confirmed, but we see a presence of basketball courts and stuff like that and screenshots. And I think it's pretty safe to assume we're going to see some basketball stuff in this game. You know, something kind of light, maybe like how it was with Big Smoke, where you could play basketball in San Andreas, stuff like that. We're going to have tennis, which is no surprise considering that we had tennis in Grand Theft Auto 5. Tennis in Vice City just works. So we're going to see tennis. Next, there appears that there's going to be drug smuggling, which, I mean, it's Grand Theft Auto 6, checks out, but you can look at this
Hold up, chat. Hold
screenshot
up.
right here of this lady handing some stuff off, and it appears we're going to be smuggling drugs in this game. So I don't know how good you feel about that, but I mean, it's nothing you haven't done in a Grand Theft Auto game, but it's looking like there might be some sort of like side activity for drug smuggling, which really ties into the whole like Vice City thing. You know, maybe you'll be flying a plane back and forth between some location we don't know of yet. That'll be kind of small, but like representative of like South America, but not quite, you know, kind of like how Guarma was in Red Dead Redemption 2, and maybe you're flying it back and forth, boating it back and forth. Who knows? Maybe it'll be completely up to you. Who knows how deep that'll go? So apparently there's going to be some form of drinking games in the bar scenes and a lot of social drinking kind of stuff, very similar to how you saw it in Red Dead Redemption 2. Just expect that to be a little bit more fleshed out. It seems like there's going to be amusement parks, stuff like, you know, maybe some sort of like spin on Disney World, something like that, some sort of amusement park to go in whatever the game's version of Orlando is, or just something. Rockstar loves adding amusement parks into their games.
Nah, I don't know.
when
I
it's
heard that
doable.
this
They did it
wasn't
really
like
well
gonna
in
be a
Bully
thing.
with the Carnival, and I loved it. They were going to have it in Grand Theft Auto 4, and then for whatever reason decided not to, so it's closed, and you know, that kind of sucks, but it's still there. Also, it's looking like there's going to be car meets, and not just like the Grand Theft Auto Online stuff, but an actual in-game car meetup thing. So there's probably going to be
Those
street
will be
racing,
fire.
and you meet up, and you have all these fancy
But
awesome
I
cars, stuff
kind of
like
heard
that. I
that
don't really know how car
at the
meets go in
Disney
real life.
World,
I've seen them
Disneyland
happening
parody
around me, but I don't really know what you do at it other than just
isn't
like, hey man,
is it
here's my
gonna be a
car,
thing?
check it out. I don't know. Let's talk about bow and arrows. There's going to be hunting in this game, and we're not sure how primal we can go with it.
Bow and arrows
But
will be
maybe you're going
cool,
to be able to get your hands on some
but
like compound bows,
maybe not.
stuff like that. And with the
Mm,
people Jason surrounds
maybe,
himself with, and
maybe,
with him
maybe,
being
maybe.
potentially, I think he's
Yeah,
ex-military, I would
military. Yeah,
expect some form of
yeah.
like
We probably
combat
will have
training,
those.
whether
To
that's
be
like tied
honest,
up in the
that'd be
story
kind of
or it's
cool.
like a side activity or a skill you can go and improve, you know, like driving school or flying school in San Andreas. There might be some sort of combat training courses and stuff like that. Again, this is the more speculative stuff, so we'll see. But let's move on to car customization. Now, look, I know that this is almost a freaking given, but I had to put it on the highly speculated list because it is not officially confirmed. I mean, it might as well be because in the alpha footage, I remember seeing them take the dash and all of that apart, so it seems like vehicles are incredibly modular, so we'll see. But I would expect a very deep vehicle modification system. It's Grand Theft Auto. Come on, they've got to, especially after San Andreas. I mean,
I
I
thought we have to have
think they
that.
have yet to top that. Maybe in Grand Theft Auto 5, but I don't know. That would be more like Grand Theft Auto Online. And then expect racing competitions. This is almost a given, but expect like street racing and organized events, you know,
Yeah, I
to
feel
go
like
along with those car
this
meets and
is
stuff
like
like that. And
confirmed
then
too.
boat racing, and then even air races. It also seems like community service is going to be
Yep.
making its way into this game, so that's going to be interesting. I know the game is probably going to start out with Lucia in prison, so I'm curious to see if we're going to actually be doing community service with her, because it is shown in the trailers. Now let's get into those
Yeah,
traditional
that'd be
old
interesting.
school Grand Theft Auto activities. I'm really
That's like
hoping
mini
we
games for us
see a
doing the work
return
that
of
we
taxi
have to do.
driving, police work with like the vigilante kind of police work stuff. Not the good citizen bonus when you punch them, but when you get into the police car itself and you start hunting down bounties, I kind of hope we see that again. Another one, firefighting, and then ambulance services. So those are the big four if you've played any of the OG Grand Theft Auto games. When I say OG, I mean the OG 3D era. So I'm really hoping we see a return of those in Grand Theft Auto 6. But now it is time to get into the wild theories and extreme speculation. So you know me, and you know that I love wild theories and extreme speculation. So don't just take everything I say here with salt. Take it with the whole thing. Take it with a bunch of salt. Let's get outlandish. Let's get crazy here. We're entering clickbait territory here. But you know what? Some of this stuff could be in the game. So let's see what people have cooked up. I put this part together based on just a bunch of crazy crap I found online. So let's see. All right, let's talk about space. I just won't let it go. So I'm not going to tell you to expect space missions. If I say expect something from this point out, I don't actually mean it. I'm just talking, and I'm, you know, going through my list here. But space missions, baby. So realistically, it's going to be in some sort of form of like video game stuff like Republican Space Rangers. I don't know, maybe in Grand Theft Auto Online, but space missions, man. We're not going to Tahiti. We're going to freaking
Yeah,
Mars. We're going to Pluto.
I feel like
It's gonna
we
be great.
will
That
get
show's
into
the
space,
plan. We
but
just gotta get
I
enough
like
money
the
to get
one
right to
thing
Pluto. But
that
yes,
GTA
there's
6
some
never did.
speculation that there's going
Like
to be
GTA
space
never did.
missions with like astronaut suits and crap like that. I don't know. We'll see. But also like NASA facility missions.
And
Now this is more
yeah,
likely
I
in
think
the
there's
game's
already like
made
a
up version of
NASA parrot
NASA
that's supposed
doing
to be
some
on the
sort of
GTA 6 map.
missions for them. Space light.
So
I don't
like
think
I
we're
feel like
going
this
to
is
like
like
space
kind of
space unless it's like
maybe not story, but I feel like online, like
in the video games in the
it's more
in-game
like
universe or some
online
Grand Theft
stuff.
Auto line craziness. But expect, oh, there you go. I said expect, don't expect, but it's possible there's going to be some sort of NASA facility missions or the game's version of NASA. Next is UFO
Yeah,
encounters, and I would honestly definitely expect some
yeah, it's
weird
kind of
alien
confirmed.
UFO encounters. And I'm really curious to see what creepy Easter eggs they cook up for Grand Theft Auto 6. They went all out with Red Dead Redemption 2. We got to give props where props are due. Red Dead Redemption 2 had
It
some
is confirmed,
incredible
bro.
Easter
It's
eggs.
about.
So I'm really curious to see how they go about doing UFOs this time
Right
around.
now,
There
like they
have
have
been
the UFO
talks and
event at
speculations
GTA
like
Online right now too.
cryptocurrency
So,
heist. That doesn't sound as sexy, but I don't know. I don't even know
that'll
how
be
that stuff really works.
interesting. That would be interesting. Like I feel like GTA 6 will touching that type of stuff.
But maybe some sort of digital
Like crypto,
currency
yeah,
based
I feel like that
criminal
would be
activities.
fire.
I don't know. Let me know what you think about that because that's something I've been seeing a lot of for some reason.
And
Next
maybe
is the gas
online
station
especially too.
management. So you've heard me talk about this, like refueling vehicles and stuff like that.
I know
And I
like
put this
GTA
on
5
extreme
has stock, I'm
speculation
pretty
because
sure.
it really is just kind
That
of
you
the
can
sum
buy
of
and
a bunch
invest
of parts
into.
that I came to the conclusion that there's probably going to be some sort of gas station or gas management in the game. I think this is
I feel like
not
GTA
as
6 has
wild
that something
as
like
some of
that.
the other stuff on this
Bitcoin,
list. I think we might see
crypto.
something like this in the game. But again, everything I'm talking about right now, lots of salt. Except for maybe the dynamic weather disasters, because I'm almost 100% certain we're going to see
Yeah, I wanna
hurricanes,
see
but I
this. Like
can't like give you
I
an
don't think
article
it's
and be
gonna be
like,
like crazy like buildings flying all over the place. But like, I feel like we all gonna get like tsunamis, maybe, and like
hurricanes,
hurricanes. Yeah,
100% confirm. This is a huge trust me, bro. I really
like I
believe we're
feel
going
like
to see
tsunamis,
hurricanes, floods, natural
hurricanes,
disasters, stuff like
yeah,
that in the
floods.
game. It
I
seems
feel
like the
like
game
that.
starts
That's
when we
like
get our day in
confirmed,
the
bro.
life with Jason. When we meet the character, it seems like, he's repairing his roof after some sort of tropical storm or hurricane. This has been talked about
Literally,
and
like I
widely
feel like that had to
circulated.
be
I would
confirmed, bro.
definitely expect there to
Definitely
be
in story
dynamic weather
mode. I feel like
disasters
story
in
mode
the
like
game,
like
but
playing events like that works better than story mode online. Like you know what I'm saying?
it has to
I
fall in
don't
this
think it
category
works
for
online.
now, unfortunately. But you know what?
We
While we're
might
on the
get like
crazy
we might
speculative
get
like tinfoil
the
hat stuff,
weathers, but like we won't. We probably won't
what
like
about
get
like
like the
character
floods or
conspiracies
like
and character theories?
building
Like Jason is
destructions
an
and
undercover cop with a major plot twist involving like law enforcement. And then, there's even talk of like a third protagonist, like this Raul guy who is super cool. And I mean,
I don't
he
think it's a
looks so
third
cool to where
protagonist
like
chat.
how could he not be the third protagonist?
I don't think it's a
And
third
honestly, after seeing the
protagonist.
screenshots of this guy, I kind of want to just throw Jason and Lucia aside and I just want to play as this guy. This guy looks so freaking sick. I want to play as this guy. We know that there's going to be surfing.
I
In
don't think.
fact, if I
I don't
didn't
think.
throw this on an activity earlier, I don't know why I didn't. There
Yeah, I
is
feel like
going to
there
be
has to be
surfing. So
surfing, bro.
let's take surfing real quick. Let's pick that up and let's drag that all the way over to the confirmed activities if
I
I
feel like
didn't
surfing has to
already
be
mention it.
confirmed,
But
bro.
yes, it's looking like there's going to be surfing in Grand Theft Auto 6.
Cause
But what
like
about
we heard like they spend like a millions of dollars just
surfing
on
with
water
sharks?
physics,
Are there going to
bro.
be sharks in this game? Can I
Like
go out in
300.
the
Oh,
ocean and mess
definitely.
around with the
That we
marine
seen
life
we
and
seen
get attacked
sharks
by
in the
sharks? We know
screenshots.
there's going to be social media
Definitely
influencers in the
sharks.
game and that they're going to have a heavy presence on
Definitely
how
sharks.
people
I'm pretty sure
perceive
we
us and
seen
stuff in
a
the world.
shark
But
in
are
the
we going to be able
screenshot.
to be social media
Or
influencers
like a part
ourselves? Is that going
like
to
a
be an
pause moment in
activity
the
that we can
trailer.
engage with? I don't know. What about real estate? Grand Theft Auto games have had some really cool real estate
Ooh,
options, buying things up as you go. Vice
that'd be
City Stories
calm.
had an incredible system. What are we going to see in Grand Theft Auto
That'd be
6?
calm.
I'm really open to see like a property
Nah.
ownership and like a real estate
Yeah.
empire kind of thing,
Yeah, I think there's like a limit of how many houses you can have
passive income. We
in
for sure are in Grand Theft Auto Online, but
five
that doesn't count.
online
I'm
right
talking single
now.
player here. Let me know if you think that's going to
I
be
don't
in the
know that.
game.
I
I
think it's
think
like
that's pretty
eight
much a given
houses,
and
like
a little
eight
less
or
wild,
ten
but
houses you can
again, I'm
have.
going off of what I
I think it's
have.
like 10
So
houses. And
let me know
everything
what you
else
think.
is
And
like
this last one, I'm
properties,
just going to throw it on here because I think it's funny. I saw somewhere online someone was saying, hey, you could
politics.
even run in politics and do like a political campaign.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean, I
that's
feel
that
like
could
that'd be
happen,
like a
but
little
you know what? Why not?
parody.
Let's end the wild theory with like the most wild thing ever. What
I
about
feel,
you
I
can
feel like it'll
become
be like
God
a
or something
parody,
like
not
that?
like no like
Whatever.
confirmed
We
shit
can
though.
just at this point, that would
But
be a
let
whole
me see
nother
like some
category.
of the billboards
Just make
talking
up whatever
about
nonsense you
policing
want, and that's what you can
and
do. But
stuff.
anyways, there we go, guys. I started with confirmed activities, or mostly confirmed activities. We got into the highly speculated activities, and then we just got into the complete bonkers tinfoil hat off the rails activity list with things that could potentially be in the game. Anyways, if you thought this was enjoyable, guys, please leave this video a like. These videos
Yeah.
take a lot of
Okay.
time to make, and it would mean the world to me. If you're new
Fuck with
here and
that,
you
fuck with
haven't
that,
seen
fuck
any
with
of
that.
my other Grand Theft Auto 6 videos,
They
now
got
is
us
an
like.
excellent time to go and check them out because I put just as much work into those as I did this one. And if you enjoyed this, I think you're going to like them too. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for your support. I have been growing really fast and I am super
Yeah, I should like
appreciative
this
to
guy. Everybody go
each and every one of you. You guys are
subscribe to
freaking
Dan
awesome.
again
I
on
know I
YouTube
used to
too,
respond
bro.
to every single comment, but I just can't anymore. But I'm trying. I'm trying to get to you guys. But anyways, here are two videos for
Yeah, I would like that's crazy. I look at like every of my comments on my main channel, like a couple guys that comment, my friends and stuff. Once I get like other people like and then like that's a lot of comments like that's like motion, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's like most. And like you could that make people days like just for applying to somebody's comment, bro. Like literally. I wish I could do that one day for people. But yeah, Danny Annie, I like this video. I feel like the majority of these stuff, I feel like mostly all of the stuff can be really like confirmed. Like what does he have in here? Like yeah, what yeah, like fishing, I feel like that's confirmed. Jet skiing, obviously, kayaking, yep, scuba diving, yep, bodybuilding, yep, golf, fighting, pool, video games, TV, dancing, hunting, mud racing, like I think that's all like I think this is all kind of confirmed, bro. I feel like we can see all of this in the game. Like I feel like none of this would be crazy to not see. I feel like none of this would be crazy to not see. Like this would all be fire. But yeah, I talked about through the video too, but appreciate y'all for watching. See you guys next one. Peace.